All right, everybody. This is a story that hits close to home for me. By the way, this is Jay from RedDawnPost.com. And this is August 8th. No, it's August 15th, 2012. Sorry, there's a lot of things on my mind, and this is just one of them. You're going to find out here in a minute. And this is why I'm doing this story, is because it hits very close to home for me. Okay. And it has to do with financial situation and the bailout and these wealthy one percenters, and this is what really is going on. It has nothing to do with, well, they earned it, or, well, they should be penalized because they work hard. No, they should be penalized because they screw people. Okay. I don't know if all these Occupy events are staged, or is it if that's some kind of psyop to make people like me who call these people out on this ridiculous. But um, this is what's really going on, and I'm going to show you right here what's really going on. I'm sure there's a few out there at those Occupy events that are legitimate and showing people the same things that I am and presenting it in the same way, not just the one percenters, they don't deserve that money, blah, blah, blah. No, there's a reason, and there's facts to it, and there's reasons. And no one seems to be addressing those reasons. And that's why it's really questionable what's going on. And so here's the story. The headline is Family of Women Killed in Crash Accuses Insurer of Calling Witness Against Her. Okay? And this happened. Her insurance company called a witness against her. Okay? Here's the story. The brother of a woman who was killed in a car accident is accusing her insurance company of defending the person he said is her killer in an insurance legal dispute, including calling a witness to the stand against her. Caitlin Fisher, called Katie by her brother, and who had engineering degrees from Johns Hopkins University, and it shouldn't matter where you have, what kind of degrees you have. It shouldn't matter what level of society. This is one way they have this divided, by besides by race and sexual preference, is by social status. Okay, continuing. Died in a car accident on June 19th, 2010 in Baltimore after another driver ran a red light. She was 24. Now, I'm in the same situation. I had two different instances. The first one, I'm totally out of luck because of these insurance companies and not having uninsured motorists. I have a plate in my leg. All right, then I got hit again by a blatant red light runner. And this time there was, the first time there was no witnesses around. This time there was witnesses around, so I was good there. And the guy who ran the red light blatantly, I was going across a 4-lane highway with a green light, and he was in the last lane of the 4-lane highway, trucking it. So, threw my back out. I went to the doctor, all kinds of physical therapy and stuff, and they're still making me wait, and they're accusing me of not having my seatbelt on when they don't know that because it's going to litigation. I'm not going to name the insurance company, but it's not Progressive. So, my point is going to be that Progressive isn't the only one doing this. These insurance companies got a bailout when the people should have got a bailout. These are the one percenters. It's got nothing to do with working hard and deserving, and they're deserving what you get. It has nothing to do with that. And it's not about what am I trying to say here? Them having to pay more because they've done well. No, this is the crap they pull. It's the bankers, insurance companies, politicians, and all kinds of different companies, and which mostly stems around lawyers and the court, which is the court is the church. There's no separation of church and state, folks. I'll get to that later, but the court is the church, and you're paying a penance for your sins, is what you're doing. It started in 1302 with Pope Boniface III. Okay? But anyway, look up Mr. Astrotheology on YouTube. So, Fisher wrote that someday when you have your accident, I promise that there will be enough wiggle room for Progressive bottomless stack of in-house attorneys to make a court case out of it and to hammer at the court case until you and your surviving loved ones run out of money. This is what the guy, who's the lady's brother, who's defending her. Chris Wolf, a claims general manager at Progressive, offered a statement to ABC News saying, "Foremost, our deepest sympathies go out to Caitlin Fisher's family." Sure, it's all lie. His deepest sympathies do not go out. Maybe in his instance, yeah, but I doubt it. And everything as a whole, no. It's words. It's equivocal language. Look it up. Equivocal language. These people are trained in Jesuit practices, and not only do these lawyers and doctors too, and attorneys, and I got problems with doctors too right now. My father's in the hospital. He had brain surgery and he had a stroke he shouldn't have had. So doctors too, or nurses. I can't say all doctors either. I'm not talking about the whole group like everybody else likes to lump everybody all in one. It's the bad apples, and there's lots of them though. So anyway, it says, to be very clear, Progressive did not serve as the attorney for the defendant in this case. He was defended by his insurance company Nationwide, Wolf said in a statement. There was a question as to who was at fault, and a jury decided in the Fisher family's favor just last week. We respect the verdict and now can continue to work with the Fisher family to reach a resolution. See, they weren't going to work with the Fisher family, even though they had an insured motorist. They had everything they were supposed to have, but they still, and these people called the defendant to testify against her. Her own insurance company did this. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you can go read it. And they also cross-examined plaintiff witnesses. They did everything to, her own insurance company did everything to fight against her, basically. This is what's going on. It's got nothing to do with working hard and deserving it. It's backstabbing, cutthroat, uncaring practices in a lot of different categories, and not just insurance. If there's an evil in this world, insurance companies are one of the most evil, darkest, dirtiest of them all. Of all evil. And among other ones, but we're talking about this story right now, insurance companies. And I'm having the same problem. They got me waiting and waiting, and they're making false accusations. They know that they don't know whether I had a seatbelt on. They're just saying that. I always wear my seatbelt. I've worn my seatbelt for years. I can't remember when I didn't wear it. It was a long, long time ago in my early 20s when I was a knucklehead. So, anyway, I always wear it. Always. If I'm going 2 blocks, round the corner, I wear it. It's a habit. So this is what the insurance companies do. And this is why people are suffering. And this is why the 1% have what they have. And they throw their $3 million parties for their executives. And they get the bailouts. The people should have got the bailouts. And they had plenty of money to give every single American at least 50 grand with what they are up to now, 15 trillion. And and then among the wars and everything else that we don't need to be partaking in, just blood sacrifices is all those are. But anyway, this is insurance companies for you. And when my case is all said and done, believe me, I'm going to name the insurance company, and I'm going to put out the exact same kind of blog post, because this is what this guy did, and this is how he got noticed, through blog posts. So it may be you, insurance companies out there. You better start treating your people right, man. We're waking up. All right, that's it. I'll get back with you later. Please check out my blog, reddawnpost.com. And I'm at facebook.com/reddawnpost. Thanks.